you've spoken a lot about in your music and outside of your music about your time inside and kind of like battling that with your career and stuff. So talk to me like when like a lot of your music blew whilst you were inside. So how was your mindset where you were like, all right, let me stay active versus some artists that might think like I'm down, like let me wait, but you decided to keep active and keep pushing. So
it was hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like going back, thinking about it, like I was in a like hindsight is a beautiful thing. Like being able to look back, to get me. But I remember being in jail and being big. Like I dropped 2 tunes and they was big. So I remember walking around the wings and the landings and people are like, yo Mitch. But these times the scene's blowing up outside. Like I'm supposed to be one of the guys that are getting signed right now. But I'm only hood famous, if you get what I mean. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I remember like being in a dark place, bro. Like I'm there, but I'm not there. And I know I'm supposed to be there. Like I'm in jail and I've got phone and DJs and everybody are telling me like, bro, when are you coming out? Like, when are you coming out? Like, and I've got 2 years left, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not nice. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
yeah, like you get in your head and you think maybe I've missed my moment.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. I thought I missed I've got a whole 2 summers to go. Like, I'm thinking I've missed my moment times 2. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm never gonna get it back, bro. Like, I've literally messed up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even like people using that against you and stuff, like, like associates and friends and people around you and that, like, know like you're supposed to be the next big thing, because they're on road. Do you know what I mean? But you're in this cooped up place, so people are dealing with you a certain type of way because you're not free. You ain't got your freedom. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But for me, bro, I just like prayed, bro, kept my sanity. I never sold out. Bro, I'm in jail, bro, where bare man are taking drugs and bare man are smoking mad things and doing mad things to pass the time, bro. I never done none of that, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just kept it real, bro, and it came out, man.
Do you feel like you learned a lot about yourself?
1,000,000%, bro. In jail, all you got is your trainers, bro, and your clothes and your name. You have to know who you are. You have to know why I'm different from you. Why I'm different from my next door. Because we ain't got no cars or no houses or no girls to show why I'm different from you. It's just me and you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in jail, 1,000,000% is where some people, a lot of people take it differently, this is just me talking for me. Do you know what I mean? A lot of next man don't see it like that. Or they don't, it's a place where you can easily lose. Now, I wouldn't even say lose your mind, bro, but just lose who you are. Do you get me, bro? Like, start doing things to pass the time and start acting out of character. Do you get me, bro? And then obviously you're in them places for a long time, bro, so you'll lose your character.
Yeah, and then coming out, obviously, for every artist, that for a lot of artists that go inside, that's kind of like the peak where everyone's anticipating that fresh home, that fresh out track. Yeah. So when you drop that, when it gets the traction that it did, how do you capitalize on that and keep it pushing, use that momentum?
So with me, a thing that I would like to tell the youths as well, when I was blowing, nobody ever sat me down. A few people said things to me, but like out the side of their mouth, you get me? Like, oh yeah, you're doing good. Or like at the time I had a friend that was a big rapper, you get me? He was bigger than me. And like, he knew the game, I didn't know the game, you get me? He didn't say to me, he didn't sit me down and make me know, you're gonna go, do you get me? But he'll say things to me like, you're where I was 2 years ago.
Yes.
But out the side of his mouth, do you get me? So then I would go home and think, if I'm where you was 2 years ago, that means I'm big. But no one would sit me down and say to me, yo, pause what you're doing. Forget that. You're gonna blow. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you, bro? So, and I don't know if that's our culture, our community, the black community, where like you need someone in your circle that is gonna tell you, yo, big man, you know you're next up in it. Like, I'm not in what you're in, but I can see. One more tune, you're gone. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Just to make you actually know what's going on. So basically, I'm trying to say is that when I was about to go, I didn't even know I didn't know.
So when did it click for you then? Because obviously you had a few hits coming out, like Money Mitch 2, Threshold.
After Money Mitch 2, I got signed. That's when it clicked for me. That even in the room, you know, when the man was trying to sign me, you know, remember I'm come from the streets, bro. I've just come out of prison. I just done 3.5, 4 years I just done when I came out, and I went into that room to get signed, you know, bro. So even when the guy was telling me, I want to sign you, I couldn't understand what he was saying. Do you know what I mean? My brethren next to me had to say, yo, you know he's just signed your tape. I'm like, what? For real? Like, because he's talking out the side of his mouth. Do you know what I mean? He's not talking directly to me. He's just saying things to me like, yeah, you're hard, and all that record label like spiel. You get me? Like, yeah, yo, you're the coldest, and we want to work with you. And so I'm like, what does that mean? You want to work with me, bro? I'm like, what does that mean, bro? Talk to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, man. So basically, check your email later. That's what he said to me. So then I'm like in the room, like, and my brother's like, bro, you've been signed. You get me? And I'm like, okay then, come then, let's go. Do you get me? Like, I've done it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That was when I knew that I've done it.
And that feeling, obviously, that you've been thinking of the whole time you're inside, thinking like at the end of the tunnel. Once you get that, does that put a battery in your back and you're thinking for those next few tracks, or is it kind of same energy?
Yeah, no. I had the battery, man. I had the battery after. Even still though, bro, I'm just keeping it real with you, yeah. Even still when I was signed though, yeah, it's like a mad thing about life, yeah. Like, you never know you're going through something until you've gone through it, innit, and then you look back in it. So like, even when I was signed and stuff, you know, and I had a lot of things going on and I was busy and I had money and all of these things was going on. Now that I can look back at it, I didn't really know what position I didn't know how much power I held at that time.